Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Anybody here yet? Good morning, Big Steve. It's Sleepover Saturday. Alabama, how you guys doing? Not that I slept over. It was just really late when I finally did get to sleep, so I finally I fell asleep yesterday probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock and woke up around 11. Then I couldn't get back to bed, and it was around 4 o'clock this morning when I finally fell asleep again. I was practicing for because I want to quit my day job, Alabama. So had a good day yesterday after the live stream. I went to, you guys can't believe it, but I went thrifting again. I have to do some videos of the stuff that I found and got, because you guys ain't gonna believe all the deals I got. This may sound gross or yucky or whatever, but I was at the thrift store yesterday and they had practically, I just woke up 10 minutes ago. I woke up, made a pot of coffee, went to the bathroom and started. I had to shut the computer down because I had 10 channels running of Lulu Love You last night. So hopefully she got about 70 hours of view time last night. So Josh Babcock. Yeah, I always sound stuffed up. I've got a sinus infection. I've had one for about 3 weeks now. So after you finally dropped the deuce, I dropped a deuce and a half here a little bit ago there at Alabama, but getting back, that's leading me back to my story. You know, everybody thinks gross or whatever. I went to a thrift store. This one's closing. And somebody dropped off damn near a brand new Mansfield elongated King toilet. Okay, you know, the King toilet is the ones that are the big ones, the tall ones. And I was looking at it, and this thing is practically brand new. I tipped it over to look underneath it, and it never had a wax seal on it. It had the silicone seal. The bottom of the toilet looks, you know, the base of it underneath looks like brand, clean. Clean enough to eat off of. And the entire toilet itself is clean. And in the tank, about this far down at the bottom of the tank is where there's a line there where some water must have been set. And so I don't think this thing ever was used. I think they bought it, put it together, and set it out in their garage or whatever, and never used it. And it got water in it or something, and they got rid of it. So, but that was in the tank. Well, I went in, and I asked them about it. I said that I didn't know anything about it because somebody just dropped it off and they don't know, I said, well, what do you take for it? And I said, make me an offer. And I said, well, you're getting everything 75% or 75% off. You got your name back. I see that written in blood. So I offered them $8 for it, which meant 75% off would be $2. And they said, sure. Well, it was a Mansfield toilet. And this thing's probably a $500 toilet. I got it for $2. I brought it home. They loaded it for me because I couldn't lift it. But I had my son get it out and put it. It's in the garage. My wife said, "What did you get it for?" I said, "It's a $500 toilet." She said, "But it's a used one." I said, "I don't think anybody ever used it for one thing." But I said, "It's no different. You buy a house. You go into a house and you buy it. You don't buy the house and then put brand new toilets in it because somebody else used them. Only very, very rich people do that. you still use a toilet that's in the house, so it ain't no different. I've got a personal, the hand steamer that it's a 2-quart hand steamer. I'll hand steam it with bleach water if we use it, and I'll put it in. But I think it's actually going to go upstairs into the guest bathroom or the upstairs bathroom for the kids. So, yeah. No, everybody. There was. I did a massive reduction of wrench removal the other day, and I kept the 10 wrenches that I originally started with there written. So, nothing against anybody. Cab 7 lost his wrench. There's a lot of people that are uppity, that people know, that people look up to. They lost their wrenches. I started with the original 10 that I had plus my family, and that's all I'm keeping. That's all I'm giving back. I've had people come in screaming, hollering, kicking, throwing a tantrum, rolling around on the floor, and having a fit because they've lost their wrench. And Big Steve had a wrench. He lost his. It's just, I had to do it for self-preservation because I had some wrenches out there going into other rooms and abusing their wrenches by telling people, hey, when you go into that room, I'm going to block you. So you ain't going to be able to go in that room no more. Well, it ain't going to happen no more. So, and I'm not saying you done it, but there was a few wrenches. A few of the wrenches that did go bye-bye are the ones that done it. So good morning, Bobby Sprinkle. How are you doing? You was close. Yeah, don't cry. I didn't cry when you took mine away written, so I don't care. People, I go to rooms and oh, you want a wrench? Well, please, only if you need it. I don't. I beg them to take the wrench away because I've probably got 40 different wrenches that I'm in, and I can't make it to their channels. You buy your wrench back for $20. And do I hear 20, 25, and 25, 25, I have a 30, I have a 30, 30, 35. No, yeah. So I'm glad you're doing good there, Bobby. So, excuse me, I'm going to have to powder my nose. Boo. Send me $50 and you'll talk. Yeah. Yeah. We don't use them here. That's right. I appreciate that they're written. I know you wouldn't be mad. There's a lot of them that don't even care, but there's a select few that are power hungry, or they think it was their job. They act like they got fired. When I took the wrench away. Lord, oh Lord, if you only heard what was going around YouTube about dear old Iron Dog, oh, what a bastard he is. And he started this with everybody. It just avalanched. I started it, then Bobby followed. And now I'm a bastard for teaching Bobby how to be a bastard. So ain't that right, Bobby? We're all bastards. God, people. They act like, they do. They act like it was a job. I'm a racist liberal Obama lover. Yeah, right. Yeah, you'll never hear those words come out of my mouth for real. So, hi, Bob. Um, oh yeah, they were crying so damn bad. If I could have watched them, too bad couldn't turn the camera on the video. They were probably on the floor, kicking, screaming, rolling around. You know, well, my rent's back. So, I don't know. I've had a couple that hasn't even come back, and they know they probably lost their wrench. And so I, when they do come back, I'm going to ask them point blank, are you upset that you lost your wrench? If you are, then no. You know, I'm not going to take it. I'm sleeping better. As you can tell, I slept until 8 o'clock almost today. Get a binky, that's right. Oh. But anyways, getting back to the thrift store, um, I was like a $500 toilet that I got, and that was nice. And that wasn't the only thing. I bought like 25 different kinds of bungee cords. You know, the regular tarp straps and the fabric ones and stuff. Got all of them for $1. Got a bunch of light switches and plugs and stuff, brand new for $1. You know, bags of them for $1. What else? Mo. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Hanging along the moose and full of juice. That's right. There's Mo. How you doing, Mo Malati? Nice to have you here, man. Sandra. That's right. Butthurt babies. I'm telling you, aren't me and Bobby bastards, Sandra, after we done that to people? Jeez, you'd have thought we'd have just cut off their umbilical cord right at the belly button or something. Man. So, like we took away their allowance. But what else was I saying? Oh, I got a bunch of stuff yesterday. I bought $26 worth of stuff and spent $4.85 or something like that. Damn, because it was all on, the 75% off. It was a good deal, man. Good deal. I got some tent stakes for the hot dog cart for the canopy, and some spring-loaded hinges and stuff like that, man. Stuff that I've never seen, that I know I probably couldn't buy, but I got it for $1. So I'm glad you're doing good, dear Mo. Nice to have you here. I really do appreciate you showing up. Yeah, I feel like you crossed through a picket line. Yeah, you're right. Sandy K, good morning. Nice to have you here. So, yeah. Yeah, it was something. So, and it was probably my fault. Sunday, when I did that, I should have, and Monday I was supposed to do a live stream and I overslept. And that's probably the problem right there. I should have nipped it. I should have got right on the live stream Monday and nipped it in the bud. But then it happened Tuesday, Yeah. You've lost supporters because you support me? Are you kidding? Well, that's kind of narrow-minded of people. Why? Because the way I think. Why don't you get a hold of those supporters there that no longer support you, there, Big Steve, and tell them to come talk to me. And I will tell them how I think. Not how you think, but how I think. And if they don't like it, well, they can pucker up Buttercup and get themselves a 55-gallon drum of chapstick and start to kissing. So that's right. They weren't your friends or your supporters to begin with. They were false. Yeah, that's right. Your helmet says so. That's right, Kevin. He's got one with a face guard, so he can't lick the windows no more. I'm a racist. Well, you tell them commie liberal bastards to come say it to my face. Because I'm not a racist. Just because I'm a Trump supporter don't make me a racist. And I'm going to tell you right now, Trump was never, ever, ever called a racist until the Democrats lost the presidential election. Then he was a racist. President Trump has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of places and photo ops and awards and certificates where he's helped the black community. You know, people say, well, you know, he wouldn't let black people rent in his apartments. That wasn't his. That was his apartment managers or his, you know, rental managers doing that. That wasn't him. He didn't handle his own business, you know, his own apartments. So that's right. So yeah. Yeah, there's more of them that are going to fall away from here. Yeah, just like they were in your stream yesterday, kicking, screaming, and hollering, you know. Good morning, JD. Nice to have you here. Welcome to Saturday Sleepover. We're still talking about the week's events where, you know, evidently some of these people, their butt crack is actually split wide open and started bleeding because it's hurt them that bad. So I beg for the day that, you know, people take my wrenches away because I can't help them. And I still go into some of these rooms, you know, that I've never been into before, you know, and I go in and say, hey, Iron Dog 63 here. Nice to be here. Hey, Iron Dog. Oh my God, it's Iron Dog. Here's a wrench. Don't give me a wrench. Well, you can have a wrench anyway. I don't want the wrench. And I still get it. Because I can't be there. And that's why I don't want the wrench. Good morning, the Jamin Show. Nice to have you here. I'd love to go in the Jamin Show, but I can't make it there 99.9% of the time. But when I do make it there, I make sure he knows I'm there. I can't make it to Sandy K either, 99.9%. I can only make it to so many. And just like you and everybody else, once you start getting so many, you can only make it to so many. So unless we can figure out how to put 64 or 72 hours into one day. So, but Jamin knows I support him. I'll like Lulu last night. Lulu, love you. I run some of her channels yesterday afternoon because she is low on hours, I believe, but she's got the channel followers. She's just low on hours. And then last night I run 10 channels. I started at around 12 o'clock or 12:30 after I got off in cabs. I was talking to him, or, you know, in the chat room. At 12:30, I started 10 tabs with Lulu, and they run till 8 o'clock until I started this one. So 12:30 to 8 o'clock is 7.5 hours times 10. That's 75 hours of watch time I gave her last night. And everybody can do that. You just open up, you know, tabs, go into YouTube and go into the channel. And if you want to just do one channel, you can open up 5, 6, 10, however many your computer will work. And you can start with all their YouTube movies or videos, and you can give them as much watch time as you want. Now, personally, they can only watch their videos 3 times a day, but you can watch them 300 times a day. So, yeah. So, and there's a lot of people that don't understand that, Jamin. There's a lot of people that think, hey, you know, I put out a video, you got to be able to watch every one I put out. Oh, wait a minute. If you put out a 20-minute video or a 5-minute video every day, that's 35 minutes a week. I should watch 35 minutes of your video every week. And I got 2,750 people I follow, and if they put out a 5-minute video every day, that's 35. There ain't enough hours in a month to watch enough of those in 1 week. So, yeah, before Diet Coke took over, that's right. So, but that's how it is. So, that's right. So, but I've showed you all how to do that, and it's easy. Especially if you're going to bed, you know, and especially if you're going to bed early. If you're going to bed like 9 o'clock at night or whatever, you're tired, you know, and you don't plan on getting up to 6 o'clock, that's a lot of hours. That's 3/4 of the clock. 9 to 6, it's 3/4. So you can do a lot of video watching in that time. Old Camp Ranch. Yep, and you know, for the people, you're right. For people that make the 20 and 30-minute long videos, God, it's not that you don't want to watch them, but that's a long time to be watching somebody's video. You know, unless it's very riveting and interesting, it's a long time. And what room was you blocked in? What chat room there, Big Steve? Oh, and by the way, thank you for coming, Old Camp Ranch. I like your videos, I really do. So, no. Go that way. I like your squash videos, and I watched your video the other day about reusing jars. I thought that was, you know, the old, your jelly jars or whatever. Have Cody get you a drink. Don't get her a glass of chocolate milk. So, but I like that. Yeah, get her a styrofoam cup of chocolate milk. Where you use, you know, peach jars or jelly jars or whatever. I think you could actually use spaghetti jars, you know, the ragu spaghetti and stuff. I bet you could use those to can in, as long as the jar is not, the lid has not been compromised. And he was showing how to can with them. So I thought that was pretty cool. And you're welcome. See, I do pay attention whenever I can. Well, you can message me, Big Steve. Oh. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Make sure. Well, the ragu and the spaghetti and stuff like that, you know, the spaghetti sauce, those have the button on it. So when you can with those, that button will pop down. Yeah, you'll know that button's popped down, and you'll know it'll be safe then. But you're right. Yeah, it's better to do a 20-minute video and do it in, you know, 5 or, you know, 4 little 4-minute videos, or do it in 3, you know, 8-minute videos or 7-minute videos or something like that, than it is to do it in one 20-minute video. Or, to be an attention getter, do it in the nude so people will watch you. If you got a spectacular body like mine, I'm sure people would just sit there glued to the screen. You know, with a barf bag and their blindfolds and their ice picks to pick out their eyes to keep them from seeing it again. You know what I'm saying, Vern? Yeah, that's right. You got to have decent content. I was talking to actually Cab 7 yesterday on the phone, and he said, "You know what, dog?" I said, "What?" He said, "You had to write a book." And I said, "What about?" He said, "Well, you know," he said, "about all the deals you get, and then, you know, take pictures of the stuff that you bought and deals, you know, what you got for it." And I said, "You know what? Trump thought he wrote a book, The Art of the Deal. I'd show him really how the art of the deal is." And he started laughing. He said, "That's right." So, but I think I might start doing a you know, a video section or segment or something like that, deal of the day or something like that, when I do get a good deal. And video it, because there's a lot of stuff that I actually get that you guys don't see that I think are great deals. So, yeah, you're right. The only thing you'd ever do was you'd watch. You wouldn't be able to do anything. Allie Oakley, good morning. You tell Grandma Ma she is the sunshine that brings the flowers to bloom. And it's nice to have you here, Allie, and you're looking lovely as ever. Sandra, Homespun Life, you're looking lovely as ever, too, because I didn't say that to you. And let's see. Any other ladies in here? Sandy K, you're looking lovely as ever. Make sure I get all the ladies in here. And to all you guys that are upset about it, you're looking lovely as ever, too. So... Tammy, if you're in here, you're looking lovely as ever also. So today, my youngest son bought some tickets for the University of Michigan Wolverine football game down, I think they're on the 40-yard line, like 3 or 4 bleachers up. Well, you go ahead and poop your diaper there, Big Steve. Anyways, guess who he's taking with him? To the football game. It starts at 3 o'clock. Guess who he's taking with him? Yep, you guessed it. My grandson. No, he ain't taking me. All right, dear Kevin, you have a great day. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. I know it's kind of hard to have a great day at work, but you have a great day. Yeah, no. I've never been to a football game, college football game. And he has taken my wife, he's taken my daughter, he's taken my grandson, but he's never asked dear old dad if he wanted to go. Pickerick just had a Hurricane Florence after the hurricane party. So, all right. Well, Allie, I appreciate you listening. I really do. All right, Sandy, or excuse me, Sandra, you have yourself a great day. I'll try to stay out of trouble. Pickerick keeps clickbaiting. Yeah. Oh. But I haven't. I've actually kind of enjoying the peace now that I'm getting. Instead of emails and messages every day about this going on and that going on and this going on, I haven't gotten any, and I feel great. So. Written in blood, you're back. How was breakfast? Hopefully it was good. I'm still looking for one of them. Um, I go to the Buckeye games all the time, but I am boycotting the first 3 games due to how they treated Urban. Yeah, it was probably a witch hunt, but you you gotta understand these colleges are put under an extreme amount of pressure anymore for sexual abuse, and after what's happened to the East, the Michigan State and Penn State, um, with Joe Paterno with Penn State, that and Coach Sandusky, these colleges now have to be so um, harsh. They have to look at everything underneath a microscope now. And if it doesn't, if the numbers don't add up, if 2 and 2 doesn't come to 5, somebody's going to pay, and that's exactly what's happening. And you can't blame the university for what some sexual deviant did, and everybody else got caught up in it because they turned a blind eye, or they didn't pay enough attention. So there you go, chicken biscuit. I like those. All right, there, Bobby. You have a great day, man. We'll see you later. No, but that's the thing. There's been a lot of sexual abuse in the colleges, and you would think these 20 somethings, these 18, 19-year-old kids.
Hi, Papa.
Hi. Yeah. You would think these kids would be adult enough to understand what's going on. You would think so, because they're going to college. They're supposed to be getting smarter, and they don't. They let it go on and on and on until it's when somebody goes, well, that's not right. So
I like to see.
You're welcome there, Mrs. Greenbaum. You're welcome. So hopefully it helps.
You can see me now.
Yeah, that is Harley. So
You can see me now.
Go play, baby.
Where am I going?
You better be watching where you're going so you don't fall. So okay, go play. Go watch some TV. I'm glad it helped. I really do. So but getting back to yours, you're right there, Camp Ranch. The universities are teaching garbage. They are teaching the agenda of the professor. They're not teaching the course. They're teaching the agenda of the professor. Go in the living room and watch TV now. Yeah. Like one said, prove to me that that God exists, and it wasn't a religious course or whatever. And he said he'd done this for like 20 years. He took a piece of chalk and he would hold it in his hand, and he would drop it. And he said, well, if God exists, God would stop this chalk from breaking. And every year, at the beginning of the year, he'd do that, and the chalk would break. Well, he did it one year. The last year he done it. He said, if God exists, God will keep this from breaking. And about that time, he dropped it. When he dropped it, it actually hit his thumb, rolled down his arm, rolled down the front of his body, rolled down his leg, and landed in his pant cuff and did not break. And then I guess a bunch of students got up, started clapping, and said, God does exist. And he quit doing it after that. So I got an auction. I got an antique tractor club 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I have an auction on Saturday, so I got to borrow a cart for Saturday from a friend of mine. And then Sunday, that same Sunday that all this weekend's going on, that's next weekend, I have 50-year anniversary or a 50-year, yeah, birthday party or whatever you want for a factory that's been in business for 50 years. They're having a party celebrating 50 years of business, and I have um, a hot dog event to do there. So, and I like those kind of events because they pay you for those kind of events. They pay you in advance. Um, they only want 200 hot dogs, but they told me to bring more, so I'm going to bring 240 or 280. And once I busted 200, if I need more, I'll start cooking them. And if I don't, I won't. But they're going to pay me for anything over 200. So. It is bad there, Jamin. No, no. They're not just having hot dogs. I'm supposedly just there for the kids. They are having a taco truck there, and they are having a rib truck there, or a barbecue truck. So I probably won't even sell the 200 hot dogs. It don't matter to me. They've already paid for them. So. That's pretty cool. What'd they charge you for a waffle cart? Are you talking regular waffles that you put syrup on, or are you talking about the deep fried waffles? So. That's right. You're a proctologist, isn't it? You're right there, Moose. He's not a ventriloquist. That's right. That is funny. No. Um, if I ever rented it out, okay, well, that's pretty cool. HC Aqua, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. I haven't seen you in a long time, man. Nice to have you here, man. So, if I ever do, we are open to doing weddings and graduation parties and stuff like that. And somebody wanted me to do a birthday party, and I said, "Fine, I'll do a birthday party." Will you do it for 80 hot dogs? Well, no, and they wanted me to be there for 5 hours. I said, "No, I can't do it for 80 hot dogs for 5 hours." I said, if you want to pay a $200, fee plus the hot dogs, I can be there. If you only want to do 80, I can be there for 5 hours. But you're talking 5 hours, and if you divide 80 hot dogs at $2 a piece, that's $160. That's nothing. That's $28 an hour to sit there with the equipment. And and that doesn't count the cost of food, the propane, or the condiments or anything. So I can't sit there for that. So no. So that's what I told you. If I said now I can do 200 hot dogs, 5 hours. If you want to do 200, and I won't charge you anything to sit there, that's fine for 5 hours. That basically that kicks it up to $40 an hour, minus the food cost, and that still takes me around. That makes me at $28 an hour after cost. So. Yeah, chew on this roof for a while. There you go. Yeah. Yep, that's Holomio. Yep. So, excuse me, let me ask you a question. Oh, gonna be a big stink here. when I do an event, a paid event where they pay, I do $2 a hot dog. Okay. When I go out and sell hot dogs, I sell them for $2.50 a piece, and I sell them all day long. People don't even bat an eye because I don't sell the small ones. I sell 8-to-1s, which are you get 8 hot dogs per package. If you go to the hot dog, if you go to the grocery store and you buy hot dogs, you get 10 in a package, and you get small ones. Mine are bigger. They're they're bigger around, and they fit the bun. And when I steam them, they plump up and they look really big, and they taste good. So I don't know, Akko, what's up with you, man? Nice to have you here, though. So I get $2.50 when we sell them, at sites. $2 if I sell them at a paid event. So yeah, they used to. They're Jamin. No. I've been going to experiment with some different kinds of stuff, like dirty dogs and stuff like that. And where you take beef bouillon and water and onions and some garlic powder and stuff like that, and you put it in your water, and you cook your hot dogs in it, and it's supposed to flavor your hot dogs. Well, that's right. Stay lazy. That's right. You are right there, Jake. So, but we steam our hot dogs, so I would think I might steam them and then drop them into some flavored dirty water. That's what it's called in the business. It's called dirty water, and then let them bathe in that before you serve them, and but mine tastes great as it is. So I never did like that movie, but there's different ways you can cook them. We're thinking about putting a flat top on the cart so you can actually take them out after you steam them and crisp them up, brown them or whatever. If somebody wants them crisp, and maybe throw onions on it, give them some grilled onions or whatever. So, but there's different ways to do it. Good morning, my precious.
Oh, precious, my ass. What else did
Nothing. Did you sleep well?
What?
Did you sleep good?
Obviously, I don't stay up late like that.
All right. Moose Knuckles is on here. He says, just remember, every corpse on Mount Everest was a highly motivated person, so stay lazy, my friends. Yeah. So I'm supposed to go look at a steam table. He said, good morning, Sugar Bear. Moose Knuckles said that to you. She said, good morning. I was supposed to go look at a steam table down in Toledo. So I contacted them and told them I would be down Wednesday to look at it. I got to go down Wednesday and pick up some supplies, so I might as well do it while I'm down there. So hopefully they get back with me. So Big Steve, did you leave me a message on Facebook yet? I don't remember seeing it. No. All right there, Jamin. You have yourself a great day, man. We'll see you later. Take care. Peace out. Well, go ahead and leave me a message about what happened. or who done it. So, if you want to. So, anybody got any plans for today? I'm probably going back to the thrift store again because they are. I guess they're closing Tuesday or Wednesday. They said Saturday. Now they're closing Tuesday or Wednesday, and they still got a building back there behind it that's full of stuff. And I said, "Oh, really?" They said, "Yeah, you can go back there and look." I said, "Well, I'm gonna have to go back there. There might be some deals there." Okay, you doing the food bank this morning? Okay, there, Big Steve. I guess you got a lot of barn wood back there and stuff like that. I'd be interested in that, but you know, depends on what they got to have for it. You know, barn wood's going for like $3 a foot, so yeah, you know, anywhere between $2.65 and $3 a foot. You know, if they're asking $4 or $5 a foot, no, because even with their 75%, they're still getting way too much. So that's good there, Big Steve. Hey, you get paid for your time. So I understand how that works. So you lay like you because you can load the truck. There you go. So, anything exciting happening to anybody? I've actually got a box out in the garage every time I come home with you know, from the thrift store. If it's stuff in bags, I throw it in this box, you know. And the wife said yesterday, you better be getting that box cleaned out because it's pretty full. You ain't gonna have room to put anything else in it. So I gotta start finding, you know, shelf room for that stuff. I normally get stuff that if I ever needed it, I have it. Or if I had to go buy it, it would cost me a lot of money. You know, hinges, you know, latches, electrical boxes, you know, switches, plugs, and stuff like that. Oh, I bet they can move quick. So, and every once in a while, I find a great deal that, you know, just can't live without. So. So, hey, I love, you know, I went to an estate sale yesterday, and I bought a coffee cup there. It's a tin coffee cup. It's not made to drink out of anything, but it's as big as my Santa Claus cup, and it says "Home Sweet Home," and I bought it for $0.25, and at an estate sale, and I bought it for Kathy to put in here with all her other coffee cups. And I was on my way out, and they had this electric roaster. Well, I have 2 electric roasters right now. I think they're 24 quarts, the big ones. This thing is this big, probably about the size of a laptop. I never seen an electric roaster that small. I took the lid off it, had all the paperwork still with it. Looks practically brand new. I know it's been used once or twice. Bought it for $4. I thought, man, that is pretty cool. So I said, does it work? He says, I don't know. It was my mom and dad's, and they're both gone. And so I bought it for $4. It's out in the garage right now. I got to bring it in. I'm gonna wash it up real good, and I'm gonna put a couple inches of water in it, plug it in, and see if I can get it to come up to a boil. And if it works, I'm gonna actually put it with the hot dog equipment stuff, because we're gonna get into doing sloppy joes and stuff like that, and that's a quick way I can cook the sloppy joe or make it, warm it up, and then put it in the steam pan, so I don't have to wait so long to get it warmed up. Hey, you can find a lot of stuff good at the thrift store. I mean, I have no problem with going to thrift stores. So,
We all know that's.
well, Big Steve says all his clothes are secondhand and stuff from the thrift store. So, hey, that's a cheap way to buy clothes. Huh? So, I'd go and get mine there, but it's hard to find my sizes. Double O sexy.
Right.
Right.
And put two shirts together so that
Yeah.
they fit you.
I get two shirts. I get one for the front, one for the back, and we staple them both together.
Toledo tart.
No, she's making fun of me. She ain't making fun of you, Steve.
I can if you would like me to.
She said she can know you want her
Not
to.
that you don't deserve it.
Not that you don't deserve it. I gotta go get me a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. We're only gonna be on till 9:30, so another half an hour, 33 minutes or so. But I gotta get another cup of
You
coffee.
have no business playing with shit.
I'll be right back. Y'all feel free to talk about me.
That's easy.
I know. Well, there's only 5 in the room now, so there was 17 this morning. So.
There you go. No, forget it. That's fucking sick. Oops. Oops. There you go. Yeah. Oh, oh,
What are you thinking?
that inside right here. I think it's the whole thing.
Go in the bedroom, get one of them straight up. The dresser there and spray as you're walking in.
Mercy.
Cody farted.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Cody told me. Cody just.
Go. Give me a second. I gotta make a pot of coffee. it goes.
I got question shoes.
Put them up. Hey, no, right here. And then go back and watch TV. There you go. Dirty Dog Diggers, good morning. Just talking to yourself while enjoying. There you go.
I'm gonna go pee.
Go, play.
I'm gonna go pee.
No, go. No. No. So, good morning, Dirty Dog Diggers. How are you doing this fine morning? Nice to have you here. Are you putting up your video this morning about the dog show? Looking lovely as ever, Dirty Dog. No. And for those that come in, thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. I really do. So, start today. It's up. All right. You know, I shouldn't have to enter every month. You should just be able to throw my beautiful, handsome picture right in there, but I will do it. I guess if that's what it takes, I will do it. I sure will. So. And if you all don't know it, go check out Dirty Dog Diggers. If you have yourself a puppy, check out Dirty Dog Diggers right there, right in chat. Click on that. She has a contest. You email her a picture of your puppy. She'll put your puppy, your little fur baby, she'll put that little bugger in a contest. And then when she has a drawing, if your little fur baby wins, she will send that little bugger a special prize. And she also does bark outs, which you did one the other day, Dirty Dog. I have not seen it yet. I have to get in there and look at it, but I have to get there to see it. And I have to run your channel to give you some more watch time. I'm sorry, but I've been slacking. I only did one yesterday, and it was Lulu Love You, and I did her channel for, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours during the day, and then at like at 12:30 last night, I started 10 tabs, and I did until around almost 8 o'clock this morning. So. Oh, I've got different pictures. I got 4 different pictures I took. So I got me smiling. I got me growling. I got me just being handsome. So. All right, you hit 1K. Now let's get you some watch time. All right. Congratulations. Everybody give Dirty Dog Diggers a clap. I'm not talking about the disease either. You know, people, get your minds out of the gutter. Let's see. There we go. That's for you, Dirty Dog Diggers. So. You're welcome. I just got to thinking, man, you have practically been with me ever since I started, close to it. Yeah. You're probably one of my very first. I bet you come in within the first 200 or 300. That's how long you've been with me, and I appreciate that, Dirty Dog. I really do. So, anybody got anything they want to talk about? Yeah, yeah, that's right. So, because I remember hitting 400 on Rick's live stream. So, um, we are going to get off here at 9:30, so that's 23 minutes from now. I started late. I realized I started late, but banking on money. Good morning. Tell Mrs. Banking on Money she's looking lovely as ever today. I like what she's done with her hair. And it's nice nails she's got on. I don't know. She goes, oh my God, he can see me. All right. All right there, Dirty Dog. Oh, Big Steve sent you an email. There you go. So that's good, Big Steve.
I was just seeing if you got that air purifier running.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed when I'm on there that's destructive.
I just turned it on low. It's on low now. Like it was on high. I used to have it on high. I keep on because I got to have some air moving around in here. So
Why do you?
I can't breathe.
I'm real. Turn it off.
You want to put a pillow over my face, honey?
Yep. Nothing but the best.
Nothing but the best for you. Oh, no. I told Banking and Money that I said, well, tell your wife she's looking lovely as ever. I like her hair. Oh, those are nice pajamas she has on. And he said, you'd be running if you saw her hair. No. Can't remember what I was talking about now. Oh, I'm getting off here at 9:30. You know, even though I started at 8, I still try to get off at a reasonable time because I don't realize people got stuff they got to do. I got stuff I got to do. So
What?
I got dishes to do.
Oh, I go back and lie down.
No, I got.
And let me think. Then eat.
No, I gotta run to the thrift store because they got more stuff coming out of the building today. So
I thought today's last.
nope, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh. Yard sale here.
Yard sale here.
I'm gonna make the money.
No hot dog events today. We have a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Saturday and Sunday. She has. We have the Antique Tractor Club, which is on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then on the 22nd, I have an auction to do. And I got to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then on the 23rd, I have a hot dog event where it's a 50th birthday party for a factory, or 50th anniversary of them being in business. A 50-year celebration, and I have to be there to sell hot dog, or not to sell them, to give away hot dogs to kids or whoever wants them. But they have a taco truck going to be there, and they also have a rib truck going to be there. So they're paying for all this, and they said, "Well, bring extra just in case." And I thought, okay, but I probably don't even think I'm going to go through the 200 because people aren't going to eat hot dogs when they got free tacos coming, or free ribs, or free barbecue pork sandwiches. But that's okay with me. You're paying, I will be there. So, and it'll be a great time. They're going above and beyond just anybody else. They said, they told me, said, what all do you need? I said, well, yeah. I said, I really don't need anything. She said, do you need some tables? And I said, yeah, I'm probably going to need tables because the other, all my tables are going to be gone. So I'm going to need some tables. So that's a good time to roll. You're right, Duncan. So they're going to do tables. They're giving me tables. They're giving me a bunch of other stuff to use. I'm on here. Go watch TV. So they're giving me a bunch of other stuff. I got to set up my pop-up. 10 by 10 or it's a 12 by 12. I can't remember, but I got to set that up. We don't use it that often because it's not an easy up. They say it's an easy up, but it's a job to get it up. So I got to set that up. And then, I don't know if I'm taking a cart for that or if I'm just taking hot pans. So depends. What's easier for me, probably. I'll probably just take hot pans, but I can borrow a cart.
No.
So. But and then the next Saturday I have an auction to do. The Saturday after that I have an auction to do, and then the Saturday after that I have an auction to do. So.
Did you hire somebody?
You're going to have to go with me on a couple of them.
What do I?
Because if you would please go with me on a couple of them, because they are big auctions. So, and people would much rather see a hot looking honey serve hot dogs than an old decrepit old man.
Well, that's a given.
I know. It's a given. So.
I mean, people ask me all the time, what the hell did you see in the hat?
Yeah, no way.
Well, if I would have had somebody that got me real glasses, I'd have probably really said, are you kidding?
I know.
See
I know. I got to get you your Hooters outfit and then get you in the selling hot dogs.
Yeah.
So.
Not hardly.
The 35 years of marriage they're making on money. He said, she's really ripping to you. What did you do? I said, nothing. Just
Breathe.
breathe. I woke up alive again there, Bacon.
Exactly. Hey, anytime you want to hit that door, Toodles, I can help you.
No. Dirty Dog Digger says, be right back, dog. Hello, Kathy. Hi, she says.
Hi to anybody but you.
She says hi to everybody but me. No. Nah.
Gonna start chewing gum and quit something.
Yeah.
It hurts. Oh, you stink.
I did. That's several
It don't
times.
matter. It's a cut.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna start for break taking me.
Congratulations, Bacon. 21 years next month. That's good. That's great, man. Congratulations.
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
She said if she had to do it all over again, she would.
I would not. Absolutely not.
She said she would, but she wouldn't stop. She would have stopped after 25 years.
No, I wouldn't have even waited that long. So I would have began.
It wouldn't have been gay. I don't regret. I love her dearly. I do.
Bless your heart.
Hi, honey. Let me rub your neck. Oh. What's that? I can't hear you. No. I love her, and I love her. Love her to death. No. And everybody, if you really do love your wife or your spouse, you understand it. So, That's right. You become numb. And, you know, I first, when we first got married, I told her it was like, you know, the Army. 6 years and I'm out. 3 years and I'm out. Nah. 3 years went by. The 6 years went by. I got my 20-year pin retirement. That went by. Now we're on 35 years. So can't live with her, can't live without her, love her to death. Besides that, I hate to make two other people just as miserable. I'm glad you two stay together because I'd hate to see two other people just as miserable. That's right. Hi, honey. Did you miss me? Yeah, with every bullet so far. Oh. She is the love of my life. So. Anyways, my grandson ain't even stoked about going to the game today. I said, aren't you excited? Why? I said, you're going to a football game. College football. Yeah. Okay. Because they want to. That's right. They're Alabama. So. I would think it'd be the coolest thing ever, man. I've never been to one, so. And especially going to the big house. So, what was it last week? They broke a record, 280 some games consecutive, over 100,000 in attendance. They're going to the University of Michigan game. So I don't know who they're playing. Some Southeastern Mission Baptist or whatever, Methodist, or I don't know, some Catholic college or whatever. But the tickets are still, tickets are $150 or $75 a piece. So, it's still expensive to get there. But good morning, John Franco. We are in the status of a celebrity. And I'm glad your video is doing really good there, John. You're right. You are absolutely right there, Bankin. Marriage should be an institution, and it's not anymore. So, congratulations there, Alabama. So, yeah, posters are $10 each. That's right. Thanks, Theo. That's funny. Yeah. It's hard to get this good looking, I'm telling you. So. You getting ready? Oh, man, I wish I could go fishing. I didn't get my license this year because of my hip and stuff, but hopefully I was at the, well, that's cool. I was at the orthopedic surgeon, and I got to go back February because they want to make sure I'm still doing as good as I'm doing. And then they're going to talk about new kneecap in April, which will mean if I do as good with my other knee as I did with my last one and my hip, I should probably be up and walking without the support of anything by, if they do it the first part of April, I should be back to normal by middle of May, first part of June, and then I can go fishing. So, yeah, you're right. Most of them do. They're good morning or good afternoon, old Marker. Nice to have you here. Most marriages end in divorce. You're right, within 6 months. So, good morning, Kevin. Nice to have you here. So. You're right. Divorce is not very. It's too many distractions. You're right. Bass, bluegill, and stuff like that. Whatever bites the line. I'm not. I don't discriminate. So, um, you know, I put a worm on the line. I set my bobber for about 4 feet, 3 or 4 feet. I draw back clean from the ground, and I let her sail as far out as she'll go, and then sit right there and wait for a bite. Usually, I used to be a pretty good caster. I could usually get it out, 90, 80, 90, 100 yards with enough weight on it. I could practically almost completely empty the reel, and then I just let it sink, and sit there and just wait, because all your bigger fish are down there, out in the middle of the lake. They're not next to the shore. So I was at I think it's called Bluegill Lake or something like that up in Helen, Michigan. And I mean, I drew back and I let this thing swing for everything I had. And when the line actually hit bottom, because it about jerked it out of my hand and it dropped in the water. I stuck it in the sand and sat there for about 2 minutes. All of a sudden, that thing's going like this, and I start reeling it in. And I brought in an 18-inch big mouth bass. And this thing probably weighed 4.5, 5 pounds. It was a big one. So, and I filleted it up, and we had it for dinner that night. So, good morning, Kathy. You're looking lovely as ever. Huh. That's right there, Alabama. You're looking for a wife now at your old age, so. Get you a 30-something, John, and tell her you're full of money, and that she gets it all when you go. But don't let her have any of it until you're gone. And you have a few in the oven. Welcome back, DDD. Oh. I love my wife dearly. If something ever happened, I'd never get married again. A team of wild bulldozers couldn't drag me to the altar again, but I would never get married again. I love her. I love her dearly. I'm not joking, sweetheart. I do love you. I profess my love to you, honey. I'm glad you're back there, Dirty Dog. You got today off, don't you? Or are you working today? Sorry if you're working. Well, that's great there, Alabama. Well, that doesn't make her all bad there, John. Well, she has a date too, and you have a kid. Figure that one out. All right, Kevin, you have yourself a great day. Love you, man. So, sorry to hear that, Dirty Dog. I was going to get off here at 9:30, but I'm starting to get some people in here, so maybe go 9:45 or 10 o'clock if I still keep them up. But yep. Well, you got to look at the coin both ways here, John. So, well, see, John has baggage too, Alabama. So, you both got luggage to carry. So you got to think of that too. So. You guys watch that show, that TV show Baggage with Jerry Springer? I can't believe some of these people that get on there, some of the stupidest stuff they say or admit to. No. All right, there, John, you have yourself a great day fishing, because you know a great day fishing is better than, or excuse me, you know a bad day fishing is better than a great day at work. You know that, don't you? You've always had the baggage me, so. So. Yeah, it's funny. You know, some of the stuff they admit to, you know. Hell Kitten, good morning. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. I understand that, dirty dog. There's Hell's Kitchen. Yeah. Ah, you missed it this morning, Hell Kitten. We were talking, me and Bobby. You're going metal detecting? That's great. Yes, Kathy is my better half. She is. Me and Bobby were talking this morning about how big of bastards we are. How people hate us now. You know, I don't know. You make an executive decision, and you know, they feel like they got fired or whatever. But so you would prefer to work and make money. Money's not everything, old mucker. I'm telling you, money's not everything. So. I had an old metal detector. It was not that great. Yes, you are, sweetheart. Hello to all the old people. That's funny. I don't know. I don't. My feelings were hurt. It started to sound like Trump, Doug. Yeah. JT, how are you doing? Nice to have you here, man. Well, oh, I know. You need money to live, but yeah. Oh, the White's metal detector. Yeah, Whites are pretty good metal detector. I had a guy down the next small village down was used to sell White's metal detectors all the time. People would buy them all the time. I know you're not in school today, so yeah. I gotta have feelings first. You're right, Alabama. So yeah. You gotta go fishing there, old mucker. Take a day off and go fishing. I would if I had a license and stuff. The only thing is everywhere we have to go fishing at, or fishing spots are at, you have to walk, in uneven terrain and stuff like that. And right now, I can walk and everything, but I am scared to death to walk on anything other than a hard surface, concrete, wood or whatever. To walk on grass scares the living hell out of me, because little divots in the grass and stuff, you can't see them. And having an artificial knee and an artificial hip, if I ever fell, I don't know if I could actually get off the ground again. So and or I might break whatever they put in there, so. That's right there, Hell Kitten. Well, it's just the relaxation. I know people that go fishing. No lie, Binkin. I know people that go fishing. Honest to God. They don't even have a hook on their fishing line. They have a weight. And all they do is cast it out and sit there and just in the chair and relax. I know some people that do that. I asked them, why did they do that? They said, it's just relaxing, sitting here, listening to, the water come up on the shore or the river going by. And just to sit there and listen, and you hear people talk about, oh, look at the fish I got. And they just close their eyes and just sit there. I thought, well, I never thought of that, but it probably is just really relaxing, just sitting there. So, oh, I can imagine that there, Alabama. You fish, but not like that. Where do you go to Long John Silver's there, farmer? Yeah. I'm here to do some fishing. So. She is. She's everything I want to there, Big Steve, but you can't have her. So she's all mine. So, she's old enough to be your mama. Jenny O'Brien, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. So.
Excuse me?
What? I know, Big Steve, I know. Aren't you in the room? She's old Mucker says no, she's all mine. So, I'm glad you're doing good there, Jenny. So. And I bet it's relaxing watching the waterfalls and the sceneries and stuff. Just sitting there on a rock, leaned up against another rock, close your eyes and listen to the waterfall. And waiting for Bigfoot to come over and attack you. I bet that's just relaxing as all hell there, huh, Binkin? I know that, Big Steve. I know. So. Well, that's pretty cool there, Dirty Dog. Enjoy it while you can. Stephen wants a girl to knock him around. That's good. No. So, Jenny, how are you doing today? You're right. A lot of when you get to a certain part, in nature, and you look at it and say, "Man, that would be a great picture, wouldn't it? Or a great painting." And it almost makes you, if you were good enough to paint, it almost makes you want to sit there and paint it. But I'm not that good. I'd never be that good. I could never be that good. I'm not an artist. But. The lake's only teeny tiny? Okay. Well, you can always go fishing at the seafood section at the grocery store. I'll take that lobster right there and that lobster right there. Yeah, you can always use a camera in Photoshop. That's right. All right, there. You go drop a noose and a half. Name it Hillary or Bill or Barack. Okay there, Jenny. You see you later, man. Have a great day. Nice to have you here. So. His paintings are awesome, yeah. I love that plywood he painted. painted it to look like a piece of plywood. Then he went and messed it up and covered it all up with some, mountain scenery and a lake and, pine trees and stuff. I don't understand it. It was a beautiful picture of plywood, painting of plywood. So I used to tell him all the time he'd get up. Oh. Everybody say hi to Jenny. If you didn't see it, she said hi to everybody. So my lady lives across the bay. We barely see each other. Well, I'm sorry to hear that there, Big Steve. Sometimes, Jenny, nothing. Sometimes you probably have to say it 2 or 3 times because people are watching me and not paying attention. But, nothing against you. I know it's nothing against you, Jenny. So they don't notice, because the chat's moving. They're talking to me. They're talking to somebody else, or doing something else. It's that way. I don't catch everything either. So, but it's nice to have you here, Jenny. I appreciate you being here. I really do. So I appreciate everybody being here. So, you're driving. Well, don't be dirty dog diggers. Don't be texting and driving or live streaming and driving or whatever. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I realize you can drive truck and you can do that. And people say, well, how can you text and drive? Well, I used to text and drive pulling 180,000 pounds down the street, down the road, 70 mile an hour. You're a truck driver. You can't do that. Excuse me. That's the word. I'm a truck driver. I can do things that you can't do. I can pay attention, drive a truck, pull 2 trailers, text, watch all 3 of my mirrors or 5 of my mirrors or 7 of my mirrors, however many mirrors is on my truck right now, and stay in my lane, pass cars, deliver, back up, dump, unhook, back up, dump, drop my trailer, back up, hook up, and leave again, all at the same time. Rather than just drive my little car, sit at the stoplight and say, oh no, I can do all that stuff. So, now she's not driving a Dirty Dog Diggers is not driving a self-driving vehicle. So, an autonomized car, no. She drives tanker trucks or pulls tankers. Yeah, most of the time she talks when she's getting loaded, which is great. Gives her time. So, and she's looking lovely as ever. She is, Dirty Dog Diggers. So. Interesting and impressive. Yep. So. They have a law, federal law, that truck drivers cannot talk on the cell phone while you're driving. But people in cars can. Now wait a minute. 90% of all truck car accidents are caused by the car. But you see the headlines that says truck hits car. Semi rolls over top of car. Car totaled out by truck. People killed by truck driver. And then when you read through the newspaper, the car pulled out in front of the truck. The car pulled out in front of the truck. The car swerved into the truck's lane of traffic. The car was acting road rage and pulled in front of the car or the truck and stopped. Well, if you're a car and you want to act road rage in front of a semi and you decide you're going to pull ahead of him and just hit the brakes, guess what, Buttercup? You probably ain't going to survive because that truck cannot stop on a dime. And a lot of these trucks nowadays have cameras on them so they can prove what an idiot you were when you pulled in front of them and hit the brakes. So even hands-free, that's right. They're killer cars, those autonomized. One did that in was that Tucson, Arizona, or Tempe, Arizona, or whatever it was. Yeah. So, no, you can talk on the phone hands-free. You got to have a Bluetooth. Okay. You can talk on your cell phone hands-free, Bluetooth. That's fine. But you can't talk holding the phone. But there's no difference between talking on the phone like this or breaker 19, breaker 19. They say they don't tell you can't have a CB because that would stop transportation totally. You would see a total stop of trucking. There wouldn't be a single truck rolling if you couldn't talk on the CB. So, but what is the difference between saying breaker 19 or hello, how are you doing? Yeah. Breaker 19? Or it would be breaker. What's the difference? There is none. So, they've already got them. They don't work. In order to get a self-driving truck to work, you have to redo the roads. You got to put something in there that keeps them in their lanes, you know, which has got to have some kind of radio transmitter. And when the radio transmitter takes a dump, guess what's going to happen to all them trucks rolling down the highway? They either stop where they're at, or there's massive wrecks all over the place. And people say, well, that'll never happen. Oh, yes, it can. All you need is a power failure. All you need is a meteorite that comes cruising past past the Earth, or a solar flare up, and you get a short EMP, in which will shut everything down. And people, well, that won't happen. And it did happen. In the 1890s, we had a solar flare from the sun that was so intense, it burnt all the telegraph wires and some of the telegraph machines. They had to replace, I don't know, miles and miles and miles from coast to coast of telegraph wire because it actually caught it on fire. And you can check it out. You can look on it on Google. It did. And it burned up a bunch of, telegraph machines, Morse code machines, you want to call them, or whatever. Yeah, it did that. It's legal, in your car, but not in your truck unless you are on a Bluetooth. It's a federal law that if you're driving a commercial vehicle, you have to have a Bluetooth. You cannot talk on the phone. Yeah, I've seen that. But, what are they going to do when they have a major catastrophe? A major malfunction. So they're still going to have a trucker in there. So, That Elon Musk, that guy just gives me the creeps, man. Take a look at him. He looks like I can't say, but you know what it is. It's one of them guys that, like to play with younger people. I'm not saying the name. Guy just gives me the creeps just looking at him. So take a look at this picture and you'll understand why. In fact, I will bring it up. Let's see. Back away from the camera. Okay. All righty then. There we go.
Kurt wants to take me to Michigan.
Oh, he don't want to take you to Michigan. He wants to take Cody. Right there.
Uh-uh.
Tell me if it don't. Just gives you the willies, doesn't it? And then he decides he's going to grow a beard. That's even something more precious, isn't it? Or what about this picture? Yeah. Hey, what about that one? See what I'm talking about? The willies, man. The guy gives me the willies. So. Yeah. Yeah, you can use the speakerphone on your mount. That's right. So. You may have the same personality as Steve Jobs, but you know, the willies. They might be, but the only way it'll ever be safe is if they're on a rail system. That the truck is put on a rail system and runs from one place to another, one place to another, one place to another, one place to another. You know, that's the only way it'll ever be safe. Because if there's a chance of failure, it will happen. So. And people say, no, it won't. It can't happen. There's no sense. There's no way. How many of you people have got brand new cars or newer cars? How many of you people got a check engine light that goes on? That's a computer glitch. Something's going wrong. Same thing can happen on that truck. Check engine light comes on. Now your computer's doing something. What's your computer doing? All it takes is that. That's a glitch. Cause a glitch in the system. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You know, 250,000 trucks laying on their side on the interstate. And if they're all carrying ramen noodles, that company lost $56. So. You're right. Well, that's a train. But no, what I'm talking about, if they were on sort of like, it'd be like a conveyor there, old camp, but you know, if a truck needed to go straight, it would go straight, you know, on this rail. But if it needed to turn, then the rail would turn, you know, and it would take it to this city, and then, you know, come back. And then it's not really, it would be like an I-beam that it runs on, you know, like a roller coaster, you know, and it take it from one area to another. Yeah, and the hacking, you don't think these computer, you know, hackers could hack that system, shut down the trucks? Boom. Oh, now what are you going to do? We can't even get them started again. Oh, we'll put new computer. Yeah, well, that ain't going to work either. You know, people don't understand the outcome of what can happen. Technology sucks. It does suck. Because, well, you know, technology is great. No, it's not. Because it's just giving you another reason to break down. It's giving another reason for a catastrophe. I would love to have a 1960s car or early 70s, you know, like with 73 maybe tops, before the electronic ignition come out. Now you're asking for something that's not going to break down. Other than your points needing cleaned or a distributor cap, that thing will fire. As long as you got juice to your coil. And all you need is an extra coil, points, condenser, and a cap. And you're golden. You can always clean spark plugs and stuff like that if you had to. But you get a solar flare, EMP or something like that, anything from 1976 or something like that when the electronic ignition come out, will not run that. It'll shut it down. So you're right. It would be no different. You're right. There'd be no food in stores. That would be mass panic. So they got to think about this stuff. And in fact, they got to get rid of all this high computer technology in trucks because a solar flare up would stop that to begin with. An EMP would stop them from running to begin with. That's why I would love to get me a 60s, or early 70s vehicle. And, it could be the biggest piece of crap ever, but as long as it ran and you had gas, you could go someplace. So a lot of people don't understand that, but technology really does suck. So and a lot of people, old Camp Ranch, and you know this, and I know this, a lot of people couldn't survive 2 weeks. They don't have enough food in their house. They don't have water stored up. They don't even know how to grow a garden. And you got all these people with these pretty lawns. And they keep throwing chemicals on it to kill all the weeds and stuff. Well, they don't realize those weeds that they're killing might be their dinner someday if they have nothing to eat, if crap hits the fan. In most yards, you can live off of what's growing in your yard. There's plenty of salad out there. They don't understand it. You're right. Nobody knows how to drive, and then, say 2085, 2095 or something like that. Everything is autonomized. Everything is self-driven. All of a sudden, the EMP hits. Nothing moves. Well, how do you drive? I don't know. People don't know how to walk. What they do know how to walk. They're not going to be able to walk from store to store or whatever. So, because there ain't going to be no roads. It's going to be, rail systems or whatever. And, in 2095 or, 2100 or whatever, you probably don't even go to the grocery store. You just punch in a list and it delivers it right to your house. So, but I'll never live to see that long, so I don't have to worry about that. So I completely understand that. Old Camp Ranch, I've got enough downstairs probably to last 3 or 4 months for around 15 or 20 people. I try to get more and more, but I haven't been, how can I put it, able to physically to do it for the last couple of years. So hopefully next year I'll be healthy enough to where I can do a bunch more canning. So, and that's where it's at. Yeah, we'll just be heads in jars by then. You're right. Or robots do everything for you. Yeah, or robots do everything for you. You're right. So, and it's a shame. People need to understand that technology sucks. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't have a damn cell phone. I would not have one. I wouldn't even have this laptop. Well, this laptop ain't even mine. It's my son's, actually. But if I never had it, I'd never missed it. That's what I'm saying. If you never have it, you never miss it. People that live out in the desert, that's, go to town once every 4 months or whatever, they don't have cell phones. They don't have phones. They don't have any of that stuff. They don't even have electricity. Most of them don't. They don't miss none of that stuff. They, go and get 25 gallons of kerosene for their lanterns, and, they go get dry goods and stuff, and that's where they live. And they don't miss technology one bit. Yep, the perfect scenario. You're right, George Orwell, 1984. Oh. So, you know, everybody needs to understand that technology is actually great to a point, but then it starts to suck. Don't let technology take over your life. Make sure you got an out. I know you do. I know you're tired of squash. I know that. But yeah. But make sure you have an out whenever you, you know, with your technology. You should all have, and I'm being serious, you should all have a metal trash can with a metal lid or a metal box with a metal lid in your garage. And in your garage, you should have, or you know, in your attic or your basement or whatever, some place where you can store it. You should have a set of walkie-talkies or two-way radios, fresh batteries, some flashlights, maybe a CB radio or a ham radio, a cell phone, maybe. It probably won't do you any good for a cell phone because if an EMP strikes, it probably ain't going to be no cell towers. But, you know, transistor radio, you know, emergency radio, stuff like that that you need to keep aware of what's going on, and put that all in a metal trash can with a metal lid. And that's called a Faraday cage. So in case there ever is an EMP, what happens is the electromagnetism or whatever it is will go around it. It will not go in it. It'll be deflected. So everything that's inside there will be safe. And they do one step better than that. Line it with bubble wrap and stuff like that. Make sure all that stuff is in there and it's sealed or whatever. And that'll keep it even safer. So, lots of ammo. You're right. So, Punk J, good morning. Nice to have you here. I understand that, Mucker. But if something happened, you wouldn't be worried about working anymore, because if there was no electricity or anything like that, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Just surviving is what you'd have to worry about. So it does. So, you know, make sure you have that. Go out and get, even if you get no more than get one of them popcorn tins. You know, one of them popcorn tins that's got the metal lid on it. That's all you need. Put your stuff in that, wrap it in bubble wrap, or wrap it in, you know, saran wrap or rubber. You know, you can get sheets of, you know, floor mats or whatever. Put that stuff in there and keep it all covered. Wrap it up, tape it up, and so it's all covered, and put it inside there. And then put it up. Make sure your batteries aren't in the, you know, in the stuff, and keep all your batteries. And every, you know, every 2 or 3 years or whatever, replace the batteries and put new batteries in it. So, you know, packs of batteries. All right, I'll think of you while you're out there cutting the grass there, Theo. You have yourself a great day. So, but not unless you're electronic. And I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of these people that have these electronically monitored defibrillators, I'm sure if an EMP hits, they're going to drop right over. So I don't think those are protected from an EMP. I may be wrong, but I don't think so. No. There's a lot of things you can do to keep yourself safe, keep yourself preserved. Like old Camp said, ammo. Make sure you know, everybody should have a gun. Everybody should have ammo. You don't need to have 50, 60, 70,000 rounds, but, you know, 500, 600 rounds of ammo. You should have at least a shotgun, a handgun, and maybe a rifle, because like if crap does hit the fan, you're going to have people knocking on, not knocking. you're going to have people kicking in your door to get what you have. Honestly, you will, especially if they know you have something they want. So, and you should have stuff to barter with, you know, wine, cigarettes, stuff like that. Stuff you can barter with, tobacco, not cigarettes, but tobacco. You know, you can buy them great big bags of tobacco for like $12 or $14. You can take those bags of tobacco, put them in smaller bags, vacuum seal them, put them in Mylar bags to keep them fresh, and sort of like selling marijuana. You get an ounce of tobacco for a case of soup, an ounce of tobacco for whatever, and you can use them to trade with. So there's a lot of things you can do. Wine, in some certain instances, you could probably trade a case of wine for a shotgun and 100 rounds or 100 shells. Yeah, I'm not far from Detroit. Yeah, them guys are too lazy to walk that far to come here. So, and most of them would starve to death. I'm not really a prepper, but I do have a lot of stuff. I try to be prepared. So, I got a shotgun. I got a 380 handgun. The 380 handgun, I got like 500 rounds of ammo, and 380 ain't nothing, but it is a stopper. You hit somebody 3 or 4 times with that, they think about it. Hey, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. So, I got cases of peanut. Another thing is peanut butter. A lot of times you can find peanut butter on sale for $1.25. Buy it by the case. Because a lot of times it's good for 2 or 3 years. And it's good for 2 or 3 years after the expiration date. I got peanut butter downstairs. We come down and get it already, and it's been expired for a year and a half. And we use it every day. But I bought this peanut butter at a food auction, and I bought it for, let me think. I think I give $4 a case, and there was 24 in a case, I believe. So I bought, what did I buy, Cap? 2 cases of those? Because I bought every case they had. I think I bought 2 cases, And somebody said, well, maybe I wanted some. I said, well, maybe you should have been the bidder. So I bought it, and I bought it's crunchy, but it's peanut butter. And then I bought Jif. I bought that for I think $6 a case, Jif. And at one time we had about 80 jars of peanut butter down there. We got probably around 30 right now, or 35, and I got to go back and buy more. So, and we'll use the older stuff first and put the newer stuff, towards the back. But peanut butter, and if you guys don't understand, peanut butter is the best source of protein you can get. One 16-ounce jar of peanut butter, if you give it to one person and they ate 1 teaspoon or 2 teaspoons a day, or every meal, 3 times a day, would keep a person alive for over a week. Easy. Would give them something in their belly, protein in their belly for a week. Pretty cheap and pretty easy to store. Twist off a lid, take a bite, put it back, put it in your backpack. Yeah. Michigan, I can carry a handgun 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I can carry it as long as it's open, as long as it's seen. Once you throw your shirt over the top of it, it's called a concealed, and you better have a license for it. So. Just a second, I'll be right back.
Uh-huh. No, Michigan wouldn't. Don't. You know, we have CCW. And we have open carry law. They ain't gonna ban our handguns. Now you're in maybe in Detroit, but now you're in in the good state of Michigan all over. No. So that's right. Junkyard says in Oklahoma, he doesn't carry a gun, but everybody thinks he carries a gun because everybody in Oklahoma carries a gun. So, anyways, this is a jar of Jif, and let's see. This jar of Jif expired July 14th, 2017, over a year ago. Never been opened. We eat it all the time. I got an open jar right now in the cupboard. This one was in the cupboard because I bring up 2 at a time. And we eat it all the time. There's nothing wrong with it. The expiration date is so you throw it out and go buy yourself another one so Jif makes more money. This stuff will take years to go bad. This right here is the ones that I bought for $4 a case. I got an open jar in the cupboard. I eat it all the time. It's crunchy peanut butter. I like crunchy. Even though I ain't got teeth to chew it, I still eat it. Best Buy. That's what doesn't mean it goes bad. It says it's Best Buy. November 24th, 2016. This has been out. It'll be out 2 years in November. Does it look bad to you? No, it doesn't. There's nothing wrong with it. This peanut butter will last 5 years after the expiration date. A lot of people don't believe that, but it does. So, they have this. Well, there's a lot of salt in peanut butter. Okay. Sodium, 135 milligrams. Okay, there's a lot of salt in it. But this has actually been canned. They put it in here, vacuum seal it. It's been canned. Okay, as long as you don't get air into it, it's going to be fine. So, it says, look for the flavor seal contains this has no preservatives in it. Okay, and preservatives is what makes it go bad to begin with. No refrigeration required. And a lot of stuff that doesn't need refrigeration doesn't go bad. When it needs refrigeration after you open it, that's when it goes bad. That's why they tell you to get it in the refrigerator after you open it. But if you go check your condiments in your refrigerator, your mayonnaise, your ketchup, your mustard and stuff, you're going to find out if you don't use your ketchup all the time, if you don't use your mustard all the time, or your Miracle Whip, or your mayonnaise, or your salad dressings all the time, you're going to find out a lot of that stuff expired a long time ago, and you just didn't know it, and you use it anyways. So, the only reason why they put expiration, your foreign countries, a lot of them don't have expiration dates on their stuff. The only reason why they do it here in the good old USA is because these companies know, oh my God, it expired 2 days ago. I got to throw it out. And you throw it out and run to the store and buy yourself a new jar of Miracle Whip at $3.50. Isn't it funny how that jar of Miracle Whip is sitting in your cupboard for 2 years, and then you take it out, you put it in the refrigerator and use it, and it's still fine. So, JD, good morning. Nice to have you here. So, yep, you're right. They're at camp. If you got pets, you got to store food for them too, Or unless you're a certain Asian persuasion, then you might be eating your pets. Hell, I don't know. Worst come down to worst, Fido could be dinner. So, Hairballs, Tim, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Good morning again, Bobby. So, well, isn't that sweet of you, old mucker? So, I think Kathy would be protecting us all. Come on. Come on. I ain't afraid of you. I'm married to an idiot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she is. She's married to an idiot. So, yeah. So, but you know, just think about that. If you ever get a chance, Ron Neitzel, good morning. You were late. You have a write up in the mail coming there, Ron. So. But just think about that. If you ever get a chance to buy a bunch of stuff in bulk, and you think that you're going to be able to use it, or you think it's going to be okay, and you can get it cheap, get it. You picked up free lumber to build a fence. That's pretty cool there, Tim. Riley, you're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. I'm doing good. Your cousin's dad's mom's still in the hospital. I have her in our prayers. You can't remember her name, but I don't think he told us her name, but you told us that the other night. So, are you still into cheerleading? So, if you guys don't know who Riley Durham is, check out her channel. She's I think 11th grader. I'm trying to remember. I think she's in 11th grade now or something like that. So check her out. So yes, you can make an announcement there, Bobby. You sure can, Bobby. Dun, 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 dun. Bobby's going to make an announcement. So I have to be. Oh, for Halloween? Okay. All right. I will. So that would be cool. I've got some great Halloween masks. I got one that looks just like me. Me and my brother used to go trick-or-treating all the time. We used to go as twins. I already have my costume on. All right. Bobby's not having a live stream today because of the ball games. So somehow he thinks Alabama's going to win. They probably are because I don't think they're playing anybody today. Probably some team that has elementary students for football players. So. Years ago, I bought, or me and Kathy actually bought a bunch of Halloween stuff from a guy that was moving. I mean, this guy had totes, full of Halloween costumes and Halloween stuff. So we have all sorts of stuff for Halloween. So I know. Game's on at 6. Michigan game's on at 3 o'clock or 3:30 or something like that. Games start at noon. So for all you college football fanatics, noon. Football starts. Well, they had a game last night, but I didn't watch it. But football starts at noon. I hear there's football on Sunday, but nobody really cares about that anymore. I don't care about them people anymore. So hopefully they go bankrupt. Because we could use the stadiums to put in greenhouses. So, you was out in the voodoo truck this morning? That's pretty cool, Tim. All right there, Benkin. You have a great day. Tell Mrs. Benkin to have a lovely day also. So, it's a cool truck. There you go. right, Dirty Dog Diggers, you have a great day too, and God bless you. And we will see you, if you want, tomorrow. I don't know what time I'll be on tomorrow, but it'll be somewhere, in between 6:30 and 10 o'clock in the morning, whatever time I get up. But I'll have one on tomorrow. So, and then I have tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Sunday night, snack check. Remember, bring your cup of coffee, your bottle of water, your JD and Coke or whatever, and something to snack on. So, I am gonna get off here at 10:30 because I've got stuff to do. People got stuff to do. I got dishes to do from last night. I made some killer chicken fettuccine Alfredo last night. That was some awesome stuff. It turned out great. I actually did the chicken in my wok. I poured the sauce in my wok and cooked it all in there. Did my noodles in a pan, drained them, and then put all the noodles in the wok, and I cooked it that way. And it was pretty full, so I couldn't put all the sauce in. Once we took some of it out and dished it up, then I put some more sauce in it because it was starting to get, and it turned out great. And in fact, it turned out so good, there's just a little bit left. Everybody loved it. So, and then I made scratch-made biscuits too. So, scratch-made biscuits. Who went to the hospital? What are you talking about?
You said you made killer.
Oh.
You want to know how many people went to the hospital too?
Oh yeah. No, it was actually some damn good chicken Alfredo.
You act like you're a top chef.
I'm not a-
People could come see.
I'm not a top chef, but I see you ate it.
Well, it's either that or die. I mean, for how long have I had to suck the bones on the
Yeah, right.
on the pork chops because you ate all of it?
You went to the Italian place last night for a sub? That was pretty cool.
Don't lie.
What?
And besides that, it's your job. You eat the majority of it.
I thought it was damn good.
I got walks to take.
Huh?
I got walks to take.
Yeah, she got done eating, then took the grandkids for a walk.
One.
One.
Only wanted to go with me.
Yeah. The rest of them didn't. I go, she takes the grandkids for a walk and they end up walking 12, 14, 16, 18 blocks.
Gretchen loves it.
Yeah, the 4-year-old loves it. The other ones get tired. Come on, Grandma.
Well, then they stay home.
Yeah. Come on, Nana. Let's not. It's too far.
Hey, it's actually good for them.
Yeah.
Other ones are gonna turn out like you. Lazy. I'm gonna beat your butt.
I gotta check something because I just asked a question.
What is that? Oh. You better get.
I just they have the 25th Apple Pumpkin going on in Tecumseh, October 13th and 14th. I am busy. I am busy that weekend, but I would love to put it out there for the 2-day weekend and have somebody, take another cart there. So I'm going to get a hold of them and see. So she walked to get Alka-Seltzer. Yeah, you're right, Tim. So shopaholics, that's right. So, but I get a hold of them, see if they have room for a street vendor, and if they do, we'll take our cart there, and I'll take a different cart to the other place. So. I think that would be a good moneymaker there. So. Good morning, Tammy Sprinkle. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. That being said, I am getting out of here at 10:30, so 9 more minutes. So, but So anybody else got anything they want to talk about? We talked about self-preservation, autonomized cars, and everything else. So, and killer chicken Alfredo fettuccine. So.
Me and Junior end up in the hospital.
Yeah, you and Junior yeah, you had to. My son had to go to the ER because he had an abscess on his gum, and
From your Alfredo.
it wasn't from my Alfredo, and this was before dinner, and it actually bursted,
What, the
and
chocolate
so she told me, hey man, you better get to the hospital and get you some, have them get you an antibiotic because it was after the doctor's office is closed. So
That was the best.
he went to the hospital. They checked him out, and in 15, 20 minutes he was done. They give him a couple prescriptions for an antibiotic, so. Because an abscess, an infection in your gum, and when it bursts, it's nothing to play with, man. Immediately, if you have something like that happen, immediately start rinsing with some hot or some warm salt water to get the infection out and neutralized. Because where are you going? So, because that's one thing you do not want running in your blood system is an infection, and that's an easy way to get it in there. Is when it's in your gums, or whatever. You're washing laundry? Make sure you put the pink thongs in a different, wash cycle than the rest of them stuff because you don't want your whites pink. So.
Are we? Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up.
So.
Go.
And Tammy said, "Good morning, Kathy, hon." I don't see. She said, "Good morning." So she's out making breakfast for the grandkids. So, but I get off here at 10:30. I got to get my dishes all done from yesterday, and then I'm going to go to the thrift store because they got more and more stuff. So I want to check it out. They're Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm sure by Wednesday it's going to be, or Tuesday or Wednesday morning, it's going to be 90% off or whatever, or free. And trust me, if it's free, I'm going to order a pickup. I go rent me a U-Haul.
For what?
If it's free on Wednesday, I'll go rent a U-Haul and fill it up.
Yeah, where are you going with it? You better just keep that U-Haul the back here.
That way Kathy can have a yard sale when I leave. So they're pink and brown thongs. Yeah, that's a hell of a combination, color combination there, Tim's World. So
anybody want to come help me?
she wants to know if anybody wants to come help clean the garage. I bet there's a lot of people who'd like to get in my garage and see what I got.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, I got a lot of stuff people would love.
Yeah. Jay. Now, get over here now.
I never wash the dishes. I have a dishwasher. The wife, yeah. I'll tell you a little quick joke. This kid used to stay with his grandpa, and his grandpa's, a widower, and he lives on a farm, and the kid goes to stay with his grandpa for the weekend, or for the summer. And the kid says, "Hi, Grandpa." He comes in the house and he says, Grandpa says, "Well, we're going to have breakfast." So the kid goes to eat breakfast, and he says, "Grandpa, there's stuff on the plate still." He said, "Oh, you're from the city. You're used to all that fancy dancy hot water washing and, dishwasher and all that other stuff. You're used to all that. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and eat your dinner, your breakfast." So the kid eats it. The kid says, goes for lunch. And he said, "Grandpa, there's stuff all over the plate still." He said, "Oh, don't worry about it." He said, "Those dishes are as clean as cold water can get them. You guys are just used to all that fancy dancy stuff, all that hot water and dishes and, dishwasher and, all that other detergent and the whole. You're just used to all that fancy city stuff. But then dishes are as clean as cold water can get them." So it gets about supper time. Next thing you know, he says, "Hey, why don't you go out to the garden and pull some carrots and, pick some green beans and bring them in. We're going to have those for dinner."
Yeah.
Kathy says it's you. It's her. She's the only thing in the garage that everybody wants.
No, Mucker does.
All that Mucker wants.
He's the man.
He's the man. He's the man.
He's my
Oh, Kathy Miller. Okay.
I told you.
Yeah.
Told you. It sure ain't your crap.
I know it.
No. But eat that cereal.
No. Anyways. I have a lot of stuff in my garage. A lot of people would love to have, honestly. I got a friend that comes here. Man, if you ever had an auction, you know, it'd take a long time to sell everything I got here. So, Tim's World says, I love Kathy enough to haul out all the cast iron for her. She said she knows exactly where all that's at. All right, everybody, it is 10:29. I'm getting out of here. Good morning. God bless to you all. Stay safe. Prayers and peace. I appreciate everybody being here. I really do. I appreciate all the comments, all the laughter, the jokes, the snide remarks. It's all fun. I really appreciate it. Y'all be careful out there. You know, I say this, you know, it's funny. We've never met. Most of us have never, ever met. You know, don't even know what one another even looks like. A lot of you don't. Don't know what you even sound like, most of you. But it's funny how we can all get together for 2-3 hours or whatever, sit and have a civil conversation, have fun, joke, laugh, comment, you know, and just have a great day. It's funny how that happens. And that's what we need more of in this world is, you know, people to get along, have fun, you know, have a great day, and just get along. Huh?
That's funny. I can't get along.
Yeah, she can't get along with me. It's a love-hate relationship. She loves.
It's more on the hate.
She loves to hate me and hates to love me. So, but y'all have a great day. God bless, and we will see you later. It is 10:30. Bye for now. We will see you tomorrow morning sometime. Anywhere between 6:30 and 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whenever I get up my lazy bones out of bed, I will start a live stream. So we'll see you later. Have a great one. God bless.